Juan. Did you get rest since last time?
It is finally finished. I finally sent in my manuscript for that novelist award I was telling you about before.
That's good.
But, unfortunately, I think I've reached my limit.
Well,
I hope this is all right.
Juan, oh. Okay, good thing you didn't fall over. Yeah, she's about to fall asleep.
I feel like I just might fall asleep sitting here.
You can rest if you want.
I should keep talking so I stay awake.
It'd be better so you get some rest.
Let's see. Oh, I was having so much trouble depicting the love between the main characters. Saving the heroine wasn't a good enough motivation for the adventure he was on. I don't know if you remember, but the heroine that Orlando first encounters actually turns out to be the spirit deity known as Overoniana. She was the one who summoned him. Which means, by saving the world per Overoniana's request, he will be saving the heroine at the same time. After the last time I left, I went home and decided to do some research on friendships and romance, but nothing I found online made sense. While I was thinking over what I could possibly do, you actually came to mind.
Oh.
I actually used you as a model for my heroine. Wasn't until I met you that I felt this feeling. The feeling of having fun, just being together, and how I come to visit with you in this room so often now. But for all we know, the gate might not be here tomorrow. There's a chance that I might not see you again.
Oh.
Or, what if you were in trouble? I would want to help you. And it's with all of those feelings in mind that I was able to progress in writing my story. It suddenly became so effortless. It would have been nice if you could have looked at it, but the deadline was getting close, and I was so busy that I forgot to bring it by.
It's alright, I'm sure it was perfect.
But I have a lot of confidence in it. We just have to wait for the results. By the way, I'm actually pretty confident in the way I wrote those romance sequences between the protagonist and the heroine. My past self might actually be pretty shocked to hear such a thing. But, it's a little strange. I don't really feel like I need to see the results regarding the award right now. I think just finishing the novel was enough for me.
It's a good accomplishment.
I really want you to read it, but I also feel like I'd be very embarrassed if you actually did. I've talked about it a lot, so you must be curious.
I am, really.
I knew you would be, but when you look at me like that, it's too embarrassing.
Sorry.
It's like, well, like you would be reading all of my thoughts after all. Well, anyway, that's all that I have to update you on.
Oh, Juan.
Sorry, I think I'm nodding off a little bit.
You should just stay here a bit.
Oh, don't worry. I won't have any issues getting back. Besides, today, my favorite book comes out. It's really popular in my nation. So, I want to pick it up on my way home before it sells out.
Just Please be
Hey,
careful.
Don't look at me like that. Oh, okay, I understand. I guess I'll hang out here until I feel a little more awake. Then I'll head home.
That's a good plan.
You just see everything, don't you? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just a little rest. That's it.
A lot of work a goddess has to do. Take care of her own nation and stuff like that.
Does make life more interesting, don't you think? Jackpot! All of you shall kneel before me.
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? Excuse me? Dude, in the original, you actually... What? I just destroyed Shiva. Is the god of woe gonna get destroyed as well? What? Okay, in the original, people, Shiva is kinda difficult. But really, it just took a long time to fight. Oh my, I was not prepared to immediately demolish Shiva. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Megadimension Neptunia VllR. Don't even really remember what happened in the last episode, but in this time, Juan had come to visit me and told me their manuscript is... Her manuscript was finished,
My
and
journey
she...
to become the ultimate fighter has only just begun.
Shut up. And she took herself a nap on the couch. And, I'm gonna touch on a few things here. I figured out that this version of...
When I'm adventuring in a place...
Okay. That this version of V2... V2R does not have New Game Plus. That's kind of a bummer, in a way. But then again, I don't really care. But as for the different endings and the different routes, I am not going to be doing them as I had planned in this version of V2. If you want to see because there's going to be a part here coming up very soon where we have to choose to go to the Heart Dimension route or the Hyper Dimension route. I'm going to do the Heart Dimension route as I had done before, but that's all I'm going to do. If you want to see what happens in the other routes, you could go to my original Megadimension Neptunia V2 playthrough and see what happened there, or watch someone else do it. And for the bad ending and the Ascension ending, not gonna be doing those either. You'll have to go the same thing. Go to my old playthrough of V2 or watch someone else for those. Because I don't have PS Plus to upload my upload my save data to the cloud, go through that stuff, and then download it. The bad ending, I would have to do a whole new playthrough for as well anyway. I don't feel like going through the whole thing just for that anyway. Even though I did that. There's really nothing for me to really gain out of it, considering I already did it once, and all it's going to be is, it's going to be the same thing. It's not going to be different, I'm sure of it. And it's just going to cause me more grief to see that again. Obviously, if you haven't seen it before, you can tell from the way I'm speaking of it, it's not good. Anyway, let's just get on with it.
Neptune! The hell is this? Dark CPUs. 4 of them?
This is a dark CPU. They're way bigger than I thought. But how are we to save them?
That's easy. It looks like they're not moving, so we can just destroy those things, Nep, and the others are in.
Just leave this to me. An anti-surface warhead should break them. You mustn't. If you do, Noir might end up getting hurt inside her capsule. I tried a lot of different things, but I think breaking them is the only solution. Any normal attack won't scratch them.
This is a sacred place. Well, I'm sure Big Nepsy was the one to guide you all here. If I knew she would do this, I would have disposed of her sooner.
Of course you would.
You say some pretty disturbing things, you faker! But I don't give a damn about your shit-talking anymore! Hurry up and let him go!
We'll have you explain the reasons you decided to manipulate us too. I don't really care about those specifics. I'm just here to beat you up.
Oh, you were all simply for entertainment. The world would have become more chaotic if you had fallen into delusion after all.
This was all just a game to you? That's the big reason you toyed with us?
That's right. But the entire lot of you completely disappointed me. So, I'll be killing you all along with that annoying me over there. You're starting to become eyesores. Ha! You're gonna kill me? I don't know what you know about me, but I have share energy with me now. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm the same as before, faker! That's right. You changed the world so you could receive share energy from monsters, didn't you? Then let's become one, me. We were originally one person. Why don't we return to being one? That way, both the share energy I obtained and the negative energy I hold will all be mine. Both the despair of the ignorant masses and their slight hope will become my strength. What the hell is she saying? Now, hurry and come to me. Together, let's exact revenge on the idiots of game industry who betrayed us! I told you, I don't understand anything you're saying! Like hell I take part in revenge that has nothing to do with me! I see. Your memories haven't completely come back yet. But that's understandable. I carry all your lost memories after all. What? Is this true? Didn't I say it just now? We used to be one. If you have no memory of being betrayed and suffering, then I'll make you remember.
Memories floating into your head.
Kill her! Kill Uzume! Kill her before we're all destroyed!
I was lying!
Yeah.
She's not a CPU! She's a demon!
Yeah.
And we had such high hopes because she was a new CPU.
Yeah. I remember my first reaction to that.
Are you okay, Uzume?
Pull yourself together, Uzume.
What is this? My head. These are my memories?
I'm probably gonna step out when the real bad stuff begins. At least it's not gonna be the worst version of it. I don't want to experience that a second time. Well, I'm gonna experience this a third time.
You've received considerably more memories than you had. You'll probably need time for your mind and heart to understand it all. We have time. As a reward for making it this far, I'll tell something to you poor souls who only know the false history of your world. The history of the CPU who was betrayed by the masses and buried into darkness. CPUs are born from the share energy created from game industry's hopes and desires. In essence, they are goddesses created from people's wishes. But they betrayed me. Even though they created me, they saw me as an inconvenient, frightening, abhorrent existence. So, they plotted to annihilate me. And when they realized that it was impossible, they had me sealed away. And, of all things, they made me their tarnished history, making it as if I never existed, and started seeking a new CPU. That is why I vowed revenge on those selfish masses, and on game industry. And wouldn't you know, as if drawn by my hatred, instead of gathering shares, negative emotions became my energy. So, I used both those emotions and my powers of delusion to grant their wish, like a true CPU. I erased any memory and record of myself from game industry, changing history itself from its foundation. The ignorant people, who had now forgotten my existence, then created a new CPU, Uranus.
And you're...
Yes, I am Planetoon's CPU, Uzume Tanoboshi.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Do you understand now? Then kneel. You're too arrogant as my mere juniors.
Yeah, no one's kneeling here.
What? My body's heavy. No, this is the feeling of being pulled. Gravity?
You as well, me. Trying to stand up to me when you're nothing but my dregs? Laughable. Ugh. And now, the big reveal. This world, Heart Dimension, is a place created in the heart of my sealed and sleeping self. Or rather, it's inside a dream I'm having. After all, the nightmare of me destroying game industry is the basis of Heart Dimension. The world you call Zero Dimension doesn't actually exist. That place is just outside of this one, like an entrance. That's why it's incredibly simple for me to manipulate what happens here.
That's not possible. That's just nonsense!
To make this a reality. This is my delusional power. It's the sole reason I was feared by all. The reason they tried to get rid of me. I've spent an interminable time living in this world, and one day, it just dawned on me. Even if I can't break my seal from the outside, if this world has become its own dimension, I could destroy its boundaries and go to hyperdimension. But that was when a single irregular event occurred. That was me.
I'm just gonna quickly say, I could have done those other things I said I'm not gonna do during this playthrough if I held this playthrough off, but since I'm game sharing Winston, I don't really need to buy a PS Plus subscription, and there's no point to it really. I could use that money for other things, like different games, you know, spend $25 on a game instead of a subscription. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting back onto this.
I don't fully know the cause. A part of my psyche, or my soul rather, suddenly separated from me, and a piece of my existence was birthed.
And I know I can get, like, you know, 2 free games for having the subscription, but I can get that from Winston. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now.
And then, of all things, I began trying to prevent dimensional destruction by the Dark CPU. Thanks to that, my plan of destroying this dimension and going to hyperdimension ended in failure. But there was a more important discovery. Whenever I received more share energy as power, I myself would power up.
What?
Then, what do you know? I started being able to see events in hyperdimension more clearly, and for a short time materialized there. Although, I had no physical form there. I couldn't touch anything, almost like a hologram. But it was more than enough. From there, I came up with a method of fusing the 2 dimensions to materialize in hyperdimension without breaking my seal. That's why, in order to gain more power, I prepared by sending R4 out so that I could gather more strength. It was a so-called play I created of me, adventuring through Zero Dimension. I thank you for your discovery and help, Scrubs.
I forgot to call them Scrubs.
I can't believe the things we did to save Zero Dimension were actually giving you more strength.
So, everything has been plotted out from the beginning.
You were played like a damn fiddle.
It was almost like raising cattle. I gave you feed, let you fertilize, I made a meal of you. And that became a part of me. That's right. I have Gold Third to thank as well. Thanks to the Golden Summits becoming markers, I was able to guide this dimension's movement towards hyperdimension. Along with the shift period, when faith in CPUs lowers temporarily, spreading negative rumors lowered the need for CPUs entirely. So, game industry, which needs CPUs to survive, created the Golden Summits to give birth to new protectors as part of a survival instinct. The peculiar signal that the Golden Summits radiate is rare in multidimensional space, so it's traceable from other dimensions.
So, that means Gold Third and Affymax were all dancing on the palm of your hand. Scum.
You've remembered everything now, right, me? Let's exact revenge together. If the 2 dimensions fuse, the dark CPUs can materialize within hyperdimension. With me controlling negative energy, me controlling share energy, and the power of the CPU that Krar holds. If I possess these 3 powers, we could rule over game industry forever. We can eternally torture the world, those selfish masses. We'll transform the world to a whirlpool of delusion where strife never ends.
I refuse! Who'd help a bastard like you after hearing that awful story? Me being me, or me being me? I don't care about that confusing crap. I came here to
me,
save
me,
Nepsi and the
me.
others. Nothing more, nothing less. If I'm really the previous CPU of Planetoon, then I have to look after my juniors like a legitimate predecessor would.
This whole part here is what was getting Uzume to become #1 for me.
How disappointing. If I had my power, I could
She
have
was
dragged
going up
game
in
industry
ranks.
further into a whirlpool of delusion. Then, I don't need me. Disappear.
You wanna go? We've got you outnumbered.
Outnumbered? Who really has the superior numbers here?
I'm gonna let this play out. You guys enjoy.
R4? A whole bunch of them even?
I told you, didn't I? We're inside my own dream. I'm in full control of the creation you see all around. It's very simple to create puppets like these from my past memories. How do they look? Quite nostalgic, no? This one did give me a lot of trouble before, but now she makes for a very good pawn.
It doesn't matter. We won't back down.
But don't get too excited. The others have just fallen into delusion. It's a perfect time for them to enter.
Yahoo! Neptune has revived!
Jeez, there's something wrong with you to confine us like that for so long.
Agreed. But I feel as though I've been born anew.
I wonder why. I feel refreshed too.
Neptune! I'm so glad you're safe. Ooh, it's Nepgear. I got a killer.
What? What kind of twisted joke was that? Neptune, that was too harsh. Just look, Nepgear's completely shocked.
Sorry. It's just been a while since I've seen Nepgear. I couldn't help getting excited and going off the rails a bit. It'd be a waste to kill her, huh? I need to torture her and make her suffer. What are you saying, Neptune?
How should I hurt you, Uni? It's so difficult to hold back just enough to keep you alive.
What's wrong with you too, Noir?
Ram, let me hear your screams. I want the sounds of your agonizing shrieking resounding in my head.
Blonde's scary. Why? Why would you say something like that too, Blonde?
That's because I despise you little brats. I despise you so much I can't contain it.
What?
Goodness, you all have it so nice getting to torture such cute sisters. Well, it cannot be helped. I will be contented with the leftovers. Aya, Kampa, and Gold Third. Who shall I choose to annihilate?
Lady Bird too? Neptunia! Neptunia! Neptune, why are you doing this?
Because I detest you, of course. Even though you're younger, people praise you as the better sister, and you constantly order me around. Isn't it obvious?
It hurts. Please, let go, Neptune.
Oh, good. Good, Nepgear. That suffering face of yours is so very precious.
I can't anymore.
Huh?
No more!
Ah, thank goodness. Came back just when it ended. Didn't want to see that again. Did you enjoy it? I didn't. I hated it. Let's just say that's where the bad ending is. It gets a lot worse. Poor Nepgear, always suffering.
Are you okay, Nepgear? Yes. Somehow.
And it was just getting good.
No, it was not.
They can't be saved right now. We have to retreat.
Wait! We've made it this far. We have to save our sisters.
I understand how you feel, but Nepsi and the others are already...
No, they're not.
It was slight, but just now she reacted to my suffering voice. There must still be hope.
Hope, huh? If Gearsy saw something like that, then I want to see how this'll play out.
It's too dangerous, Uzume. Besides, right now you're...
I know that. Memories that are of me, but not me at the same time, are swirling in my head, and it feels gross. But that ain't as important as saving Nepsi and the others right now.
Then I'll bet on that chance too. We will too! We came all this way to save our sister! We're not gonna go back! Right, Rom?
Neither am I. If Nep won't listen, then I'll make her, even if I have to punch her.
Iffy, as usual, you never go easy on Nep. I'll help as well. I don't know this Noir, and I need to get my friend back.
I'm Blondie's partner too. If she strays off the path, it's a partner's responsibility to straighten her out.
You're right. A hero always helps to make sure her friends are on the right path. Just wait, Nep. This time, it's my turn to save you.
How rare. To think he would work for free for someone besides children.
I owed Nep a lot, after all. Besides, we can't show the kids the CPUs in this state. So what about you, Esha?
Of course I'm saving them.
Wow, that's unexpected coming from Esha, the disinterested diva.
Isha's also saying she doesn't want to see Vert in such a state. Besides, you don't need a reason to help people.
Then it's unanimous. Just wait, Nepsi. We're all gonna wake you up.
Now will you play with me?
Yeah, I remember going through this fight before. Give me just a moment. Okay, I was making sure the recording didn't end while I went away, but it's going to end pretty soon, I think. And because of all of my leveling and stuff, I wonder just how quickly I'll put you down. Anyway, let's see. Also, the little beep. BP effect thing is kind of useful, but it really isn't. When you go all the way up to, it only puts it up by like a couple, like 15 points or something. It's not that useful. It's why I'm not grinding all the way up to it, and because once they get to level 100, you don't really need to do any more grinding. Because you're just going to get 1 point of leveling, and with BP effect up, that's still not a lot, so it doesn't matter. Even with all the points they already have will also be affected by that. There's no point to it, really.
Who's my opponent?
It's my turn!
Nah, screw it. We don't need it. We don't need HDD in this one, my friends. We just don't.
This is all I have! Limiter release! Max beam output!
Oh man, if only this was a certain sword, PTSD would be striking. But it kinda is close enough. Just not dark.
Ouch! Prepare yourself!
Oh shit, both of them.
No matter who my opponent is, I'll mow them down!
Hold up.
Now, who to choose?